Welcome to the video. I am Alpha and I would like to show you an open source project for Rome 2 Total War. The project is named the Punic Wars, a multiplayer 2v2 tabletop campaign. This project's lead creators are named Natch and xJuliusx, with an open source team of testers and idea makers. To inspire further development, I would like to show you what our creation is all about. The Punic Wars tabletop is an agglomeration of ideas brought together from Total War, tabletop simulators, modders, and a variety of content creators. We are pulling a lot of ideas from other tabletop sims, mainly the fabled tabletop simulator Hannibal, Rome vs Carthage. Some notable influences for the Punic Wars tabletop is pixelated Apollo's idea for a tabletop grand campaign, the conflicts of which would then be fought in real-time custom battles of the Napoleon Total War. What our team have managed to put together is that very similar idea of playing a tabletop grand campaign with real-time custom battles from Rome 2 Total War multiplayer. Our first edition, you can table up to 4 players across the Punic Wars setting with 2 teams in a head-to-head across the Mediterranean. The civilizations include Romans, Massalians, teamed up against the Macedonians and Carthaginians. You need to work together with your teammate on the board and in the custom battles to bring the opposing side to concede defeat. Let me show you exactly how the game runs. To play the Punic Wars tabletop, you'll need 4 things: Rome 2 Total War, the mod Divide et Impera, the tabletop simulator on Steam, and the mod for the Punic Wars map. The links will be in the description. We felt it was a good idea to add the fan-loved mod Divide et Impera, which allows all the factions to have its own unique roster. Much like the Total War Grand Campaign, each player takes turns managing an economy, recruiting units, and waging war. Custom battles can take place on land, in cities, and across the sea. When a battle occurs, the board is saved, the units are screenshot, and the battle is decided over in a Rome 2 multiplayer custom battle match. Units get wiped out based on a percentage of casualties taken after real-time battles, and regions and cities change hands depending on the winning player. Buildings can be built in your cities, such as barracks, stable, siege workshop, and a port for producing military, while a public works is built for improving your income per turn. The dice plays an important role too, determining the attrition your forces take. Maybe your navy gets caught out in a storm, or your invading army in a siege. You can roll the dice to intercept approaching armies during your enemy's turn, even roll to evade enemies moving to attack you. Much like in Rome 2, however, your generals and admirals will gain authority and cunning, taking actions on the board such as winning or losing major battles. At the end of the player's turn, they also pick up an end turn card with a random event, sometimes to move a neutral or non-allied faction to participate in the conflict. So in conclusion, what will this game do for you? Well, it's a grand campaign experience where you can effectively play with more players than the vanilla experience in a 2v2 head-to-head campaign, with a major focus on teamwork, real-time battles, and grand strategy. This game mode makes your custom battles feel more important and more significant, and losing units will have a greater effect on the wider campaign. You could bring up to 3 friends and you could have a quite enjoyable and challenging tabletop experience. As of right now, the game is in its beta version, currently playable with its map for the tabletop simulator, able to be downloaded from the Steam Workshop. If you're interested in joining the testers, maybe have some modding skills, we would love to hear from you, as we make further balances and tweaks to the first edition of the game. This game mode is incredibly flexible, and you could bring it into many of the other Total War games to make their own 2v2 head-to-head campaigns. A massive shout out to all the developers of this open source game mode. Links to all the mods in the description. Thank you for watching. This is Alpha.